Get your blazers. Get your trousers. Get your ankle socks. Why are you looking at my pits? Don't look at them. Don't look at them. He said, honey, you look so beautiful in a kitchen curtain. I said, that is actually the best compliment. Get your trousers. Get your little belts. Get those cufflinks. We're going to court, baby. We're going to divorce court. Not us. He's looking at me like, what is happening? Okay. Do you ever think about what happens inside a family court? You walk in, there's a couple getting divorced. They've got their attorneys. They're screaming at each other. And you just know that these family attorneys, first of all, they've seen like the worst of the worst in humanity. That's what they say. They say they've seen the most deprived as divorce attorneys.
Are those like ever...
No.
Oh, okay.
No, family court is private.
Oh, okay.
And this Korean TV show has been blowing up recently because it's basically that divorce court. This Korean TV show has been going viral recently because this is basically divorce court, but televised for the entire nation, for all of the netizens to give their input on this person's relationship, which I can imagine is so insane. And it just progressively gets worse and worse. And this is all Koreans can talk about. Our Korean researchers were like, if you have not seen this episode of this show called Divorce Camp, I don't know what you're doing, because this is the most insane thing that we have ever, like, our mouths were agape the whole time.
So it's a Korean court with a divorced couple?
It's Korean divorce camp. The way they set it up is a married couple walk into a courtroom-like setting. It's not real court, but it's a courtroom-like setting. They sit on opposite sides, and instead of attorneys, you have like 5 different hosts that are sitting there, and husband brings the evidence, wife brings the evidence.
Oh, shit.
Who wanted to get divorced first? They get to say their piece, and then in the pews, you know, because you got the whole people can come and watch the court. Those are previous couples that were on episodes previously, and it's like, bitch, the two of you yesterday were just screaming at each other, and then today they're sitting and watching this new couple going.
We could never.
That could never be us. We're absolutely perfect.
This is wild.
It's so wild. Even the theory, the concept, everything about this, someone had to have just been like, who harmed you to create this show? Who hurt you?
I think these reality shows,
are so good.
so good.
And the craziest thing is, you know, divorce has been on the rise in Korea, and people are trying to normalize divorce, which I think is a good thing everywhere. Divorce is not necessarily the worst thing in the world, especially if you're in like a toxic or even like an abusive relationship. Obviously, divorce, right? But my sister was saying it is kind of sick and twisted. Like, initially it feels like the shows are here to make everyone normalize divorce, feel more comfortable with the idea of divorce, let it be better for toxic couples to break up. But then it also somehow became, you just start feeling good about yourself after watching these shows, because my mom be watching these shows nonstop, and I'm like, mother, you're divorced, okay? You've been divorced, and we keep telling you to find a boyfriend. You hate daddy. We know this, right? And she'll say, no, this helps me realize I made the right decision. And we'll just be having the conversations in front of my dad because they still hang out. And I'm like, okay, this is wacky. You guys are wacky.
So at the end of each episode, is there like a verdict? Like, oh, you guys should divorce, or you guys should work it out? Is that how it goes?
It's a series. So this first part is going to be divorce court. And then at the end, they will give you a verdict of, we don't think this is possible anymore. Or they will say, you're going to go to divorce camp. And it's like a reality show of divorce camp where they go, they talk to marriage counselors, and they have to figure out their lives.
To save it.
Yes.
Damn.
Welcome to part 1. We have Mimi and Bobo.
Shut up.
That's my names for them, okay? Mimi and Bobo, the married couple. They're middle-aged. The producers welcome them into the courtroom. Welcome, welcome. Please take a seat. Mimi looks like, Mimi looks kind of strong. She doesn't really necessarily look like a church ajumma. She doesn't look like a 시장 ajumma either, which is like at the market ajumma. She kind of reminds me of like your aunt's friend who is very aggressive, and you feel really weird. Like you're trying so hard to be polite to this elderly woman, but then she'll just hit you with the, why are you eating so much? And then you're like, okay, you know what, lady? Did I go and list 20 of your flaws? Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Why would you say that just now? Like, that's really rude.
How old is she?
That's the vibe. She's giving like 60.
Damn.
Okay.
When you say middle-aged.
She's giving like 50.
Okay.
Yeah. Then we got Bobo. Bobo is the husband, and he looks like, he's probably in his 50s, but he looks like an 80-year-old ajashi from church. He looks like a church ajashi. Yeah, you just know that he walks a little slower, and then he sits down, and then you're talking to him, you're having a conversation, and you're like, I don't know if he is
listening.
Like, I don't know if he can hear me. And you just keep, and then they're just like, oh, 그래, 알았어, 그러네. 뭐라고? And then you're like, oh my God, I want to eject myself from this situation because what am I doing with this couple? So they walk into the courtroom, business casual. I mean, truly, they look like a normal couple. And the wife sits down and she begins, I just keep getting traumatized. Is there any reason I should keep protecting this man and our family? And the husband says, no. Bobo says, this is not the problem. Seeing the shit show that is our home every single day, I mean, I really just want to leave immediately and go live by myself. I can't do this anymore. And they both bring video evidence tapes. I don't know if this is divorce court. I don't know if this is like a fucking criminal case, because the way that they're bringing in evidence tapes, I'm like, I feel like I'm watching CSI Miami, CSI Seoul. Yeah, they said roll the tapes bit. We get a glimpse of the wife's tape.
Evidence file 001.
Yes. we see the husband laying in bed, and she slowly sneaks up behind him. And then she reaches up, covers his nose. And I'm like, oh my God, she's about to try to kill him right now. She's about to strangle him. She just puts her finger under his nose. And she tells the court, I have to put my hand on my husband's nose like this to check if he might be dead, because he could be dead at any point in this given time. Huh? And then the husband.
What does that mean? I'm sorry. What does that mean?
We don't know.
Oh, okay.
So then the producers, they're already getting into it. The producers are like, husband, please, can you explain yourself? And he says, I do drink 24 hours a day. I do. Yeah. Which is, we're not laughing, but we are laughing because his response is fucking crazy. I will say drinking is a huge problem in Korea. I think alcoholism is a huge problem anywhere, but in Korea specifically, I can only speak on like the Korean culture aspect that I know of. I would say a lot of Koreans I know may deal and like struggle with a drinking problem because it's very normalized in Korea. So it's not actually seen and handled like alcoholism is handled even in the US, which I don't even think is great. Like the way that people push alcoholic beverages on anyone that is of a drinking age. They're like, come on, just drink. You're having fun. Let's drink. And it's like, I just don't really want to. Like, you don't have to make me drink. I'm fun either way. Okay. That's really rude that you think I'm boring. But in Korea, it's like pretty intense, and it's very normalized to see ajashis like passed out on the street. You'll be in like a bar type area, and after work, like 3 a.m., you'll see an ajashi laying on the sidewalk. And then the police are like, ajashi, go home to your wife. Like, that's how they treat it. So if the tone in this entire episode of this reality show is conveyed a little lightly, that's probably why. So now there's a video clip of him setting up a table in his bedroom, sitting on the floor, drinking soju. Oh. And back in divorce court, he looks a little drunk. Yeah, he does. And he looks like he's over this already.
He's in divorce court? He's drunk?
Yeah, he looks a little drunk. Okay, he looks like he's over all of this. And the husband is trying to explain to the divorce court attorneys, the producers, you know, it's not even just that. It's not my drinking problem that's the problem. She blames it all on me. The real problem is there's strangers living in our house. There's a strange girl just living in our fucking house. And then we see another clip. And this is just giving us an idea of what we're about to head into. We see this sleep paralysis demon girl just scurry out of the bedroom in the middle of the night into the kitchen. And you're like, who the fuck is that? What the hell is going on? Divorce court is in session. Tung, tung. This is how we begin. So the producers, they've got their files in front of them and they say, let's get serious. Let's get down to business. We've been through 25 different couples this past season. We need to get a move on it. How long have you two been married? The wife says 7 years. Oh, okay. So this is not your first marriage. Are you both remarried? Bobo's like, no, my wife is my first marriage, but I'm her second marriage. And who here is filing for the divorce? Mimi raises her hand. She's so eager. She's like a little student in class. She's like, me? I want to divorce this bitch. That's me. It's not easy, Mimi, I'm sure, making this decision, especially since it's your second marriage because, one divorce is already stigmatized too. It's like the double whammy. So like, tell us, why do you want to get a divorce so bad? Like, what is it? And she's struggling to come up with the word. So he says, you know what? Don't even tell us. Roll the tape. Play the evidence. Evidence 1 from the wife's perspective. So this is everything that she has detailed. It's a vlog. They have set up cameras all up in the house. This is what the show does. So they show you like a week in their life and the wife gets to pull all the instances where she's like, see, he always does this. He always does this. He always does this. And then compile it down into a 10-minute incriminating vlog of like the relationship's worst parts.
Damn.
I know.
Wow.
And I was trying to think, like, what would we include in our tapes?
Like, you have no choice, right?
Yeah.
If the camera's just rolling.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I mean, I'll be on my best behavior, right? I'll be like,
What would you include on my tape?
oh, like we choose and
she's
pick.
choosing.
I don't know. Did you catch that fart?
Okay, that is
Did you
crazy.
see? That was a stinky one. You see the green cloud?
Well, she goes on and she says, this is my compilation. It's a snowy morning, 8 a.m. Husband Bobo wakes up first in the bedroom. They don't even sleep together. Ding, ding, ding. Okay, I do think that separate sleeping is good if that's what the couple likes. Like, I know couples that genuinely have sleep problems or they have different sleep schedules. They like to sleep separately or just to have their own space. They feel like they bond better. But that doesn't seem to be the case for this one. Like, they look like they just can't stand each other. He wakes up alone in the bedroom. Meanwhile, Mimi is sleeping in the living room in front of the TV on a mattress on the floor, and they sleep separately. He wakes up. The first thing he does is turn the lights on in the living room. He walks outside, living room, turns on the lights. Wife wakes up from the mattress like, what the fuck was that? What the fuck was that? I think that is the worst way. Like, I think that's a way to ruin the marriage, number one, is to wake each other up by turning on all the lights. Like, that is crazy. My mom used to do that to me. Crazy. Crazy. Especially the overhead lights. Like a lamp, I think that's really sweet and soft. Like a faraway lamp, Overhead lights is insane. Like, I must have told you, you must wake me up in order for that to happen. Anyway, he turns it all on. She gets up looking at him, hair all crazy. She's looking at him like, what the fuck was that about? He immediately reaches into the fridge, grabs something, walks back into the bedroom, does not turn off the lights in the living room. I can see why this is in the evidence tapes. He sits down on his little floor table, pours himself a big cup of soju.
No way.
Yeah, and the
he
producer...
He wakes himself up by a cup of soju?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And a lot of people, a lot of Korean netizens were saying, this is actually waking me up to the fact that I have an alcohol problem.
Oh, that's when they realized.
That they have an alcohol problem. Again, because it's so normalized. Like, even when the producers are watching this, they're like, oh, he's drinking soju like water. So he drinks a whole cup of soju first thing in the morning. Then he hops back in bed and he lays down and he starts looking on his phone. And you know what this pose has? This is the pose my mom tells every man not to do. This is the pose, okay? She told us this as kids. Okay. She says, when there are chores to be done in the house, you don't lay on your back. Okay? You never,
what?
She said, when there is chores in the house and a man is on the couch on his back, divorce, babes.
Oh, like you're just like plopping onto the couch or on the bed.
It's the body language of someone who's done all their chores. And then you're like, but we got stuff to do in the house, so I don't know what energy that is. He's fully on his back. Not only that, he's got one leg, one knee up, okay? And then the other leg is crossed on his knee like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know? So he really looks like the bills are paid, the dishes are washed, the trash has been taken out, which is fine, but those better be done. Is what my mom would say. Okay, that's how my mom said. When there's chores, you don't lay on your back. So that's what he's doing.
Your mom is saying like it's you. If you want to sit down, make sure you sit with your back straight.
Or
on the
like
couch.
finish all the chores and then you lay down.
I see.
Or you know what I mean?
That makes
or
sense.
like she's saying like the worst is when you see couples and the wife is like very busy cleaning and then the man is laying down like all the bills are paid, the chores are done. When it's like, what's going on? Your wife is over there doing that right now. Get up. Get up. Okay. So then he gets up 20 minutes later. It's like he heard my mom. But then he goes to just pour himself another glass of soju. And he does this every few hours from beginning of the morning to the end of the morning. He's unemployed. He's unemployed.
Okay.
Okay. Now the wife, she wakes up in the morning and she's looking around. First thing my husband does, wake up, drink. Middle of the day, wake up, drink. Nighttime, wake up, drink. That's it. Now, they pause the evidence tapes. Back in divorce court, the producers are saying, are you telling me that your husband maintains a 24-hour blood alcohol level? Like, this is fucking crazy. Like, is that what you're telling us right now? Like, this is fascinating. They say it's fascinating how much he drinks. And then they even go to see all of his drink stash. They have like a second fridge for all of his soju. He just drinks all day long. He drinks it like water. So now people are getting confused. Back to the evidence tapes. In the middle of the day when he's passed out on the bed, she'll sneak up behind him.
Oh, to see if she's okay.
She'll just whack him on the head. No, I'm just kidding. She'll just put her hand in front of his mouth to make sure that he's still breathing. He's been taken to the hospital twice because of his alcoholism. So it's getting very serious and he's not doing anything about it. And this is actually quite a serious part of the segment. I think they take it seriously, not as seriously as I wish they would take it. But maybe they're not trying to alienate him during the conversation. I don't know, right? But he went through a day where he drank, I think it was 10 bottles of soju within hours. That's about 7 bottles of wine, 34 beers, or just straight up like 30 shots of vodka in terms of like alcohol volume.
Wow.
So he said that day my stomach hurt so badly, my wife had to drag me to the hospital. They're in the ICU. People are telling him, your life is in danger. You could die. And he says, yeah, I'm going to quit drinking. I'm going to quit drinking. But now in front of the producers, he says, I don't really think I have a problem. Like I can control my drinking. It's just that I like it, so it's not that big of a problem. And they're like, oh no, this man is in denial right now. Now, back to the tapes, we see Mimi stressing out that her husband is literally killing himself by drinking, and she's getting very stressed out about this. But then you see in the next clip that she's taking him to the grocery store to buy him boxes and boxes of soju. So we're like, why the fuck are you buying him the soju if he's gonna die from the soju? And like, what is your deal? And she tells the producers, he's just really fucking annoying when he's not drunk. So like, what the hell is going on? In divorce court, they pause the tape and the producers are looking at this couple because already this is messier than they could have ever expected. I mean, all the other couples that they've dealt with previously, it's like my husband sits on his ass and won't do the chores. And then they're like fighting and arguing. And this is like, they keep saying, I don't think you guys are planning a divorce. I think you guys are planning a funeral. Like, what is happening right now? Like, he's dying. You're enabling the dying. What are you guys doing right now? And so they ask, who is the one that wanted the divorce? Mimi says, I am the one that initiated this process. I am the one that wants a divorce. Bobo tells the producers, I think I want a divorce maybe 50%. Mimi stares him down. Yeah, 장난해? Which is like, are you fucking kidding me? Right? It's very aggressive.
She's offended.
If I hear those words come out of someone's mouth, the translation is, are you joking me? But it's truly like, hey, I'm 2 seconds away from whipping your ass.
How do you say that again?
Like, yeah, 장난해?
장난해?
Yeah, which is like, yeah is like very aggressive you.
Yeah.
장난해 is like, are you playing? But it's very, like, you only say that when you're ready to commit a felony assault.
Yeah.
You don't say that
Okay.
for no reason.
Okay.
You know? Like,
I don't know who I'm gonna say that to, but I'm gonna
You stored it in your bank.
I'm gonna save it for a situation.
And so she's like, I am so dumbfounded. I mean, I'm wondering if my husband is in his right mind. I have truly never done anything wrong. This guy is fucking crazy. I want a divorce because he wants to drink himself to death. I've done nothing. And the husband starts arguing over the table. No, there are other problems inside of our house other than the alcohol. So the producers are like, what are the problems? And they roll the tape. And they say, wait, what is that? What is that we're watching right now? So because it's like CCTV footage of their living room, we see a time where neither of them are in the living room. Mm-hmm. Both Mimi and Bobo are not there. And then another door opens from the other side of the house. Like, we've never seen this door before. Mm-hmm. And out walks this girl with long hair. Her face is blurred in the camera. And she's wearing a floor-length pajama, like those velvet Christmas pajama dresses. It's more like a towel blanket than it is a pajama.
Like what you're wearing.
Yes, but like velvet and to the floor, okay?
What color is it? White?
No, it's like a dark purple with little cute stuff on there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so she's walking out and she looks like she's sneaking around. And the producers are like, what the fuck is this? Who is this person? Why did she just crawl out? It's like a cockroach. Like, you know, would they wait until the lights are off to crawl out? That's what this reminds them of. So they're confused what's going on. And Bobo informs them. Her son, Mimi's son, you know?
Bobo say her son?
Yeah, Mimi's son, because they've only been married for 7 years. This is not his son.
Oh.
Mimi's son lives with us. But not only that, he has invited this strange girl, his girlfriend, to come live with us. Mm-hmm. And she is now crawling out of the woodworks to find something to eat, to find something to snack on. And Mimi starts smiling and she's explaining to the producers, okay, my son is like 30, he's 31. But the reason that he's living with us is because, 3 years ago, COVID hit and, you know, everything started kind of going to shit and we thought he could move in with us and it was not that bad of a deal. So they're asking, okay, so is the husband working? Is Bobo working? No, Bobo's not working. When COVID hit, a lot of stuff happened and then he became ill. So he couldn't work in construction anywhere. And we live mainly off of the expenses with my father's inheritance. My father passed away in 2019 and we're just living off that inheritance.
Oh, Mimi doesn't work. Bobo doesn't work.
Yeah. So they're like, Mimi doesn't work. Bobo doesn't work. Do the kids work? No. So then we get another clip of the evidence tape. The little cockroach goes back into sleep. And then we see the husband come out and Mimi's back on the mattress. And he's like, can I get manon? It's like, can I get $10?
Wait, who's asking?
Bobo's asking Mimi, can I get $10?
Damn.
And he's just standing there like a 5-year-old kid who's like asking his mom in a very bijasa, annoyed way, like, I want to go to the store. I want to buy that action figure that nobody else is buying. Can you fucking buy me that action figure? And so then she goes to her wallet and she's groaning as she's going through her wallet. And this literally is like what we're going to be doing in 3 years with Sophie and Mia. Like, I can just see it right now. They're going to be like, Momo, Panda, give me $10. And then we're going to be like, it's the energy of like when a child is asking you for money, but this is her husband. This is her husband, okay? So then she gives it to him. He goes to the convenience store and buys alcohol. He comes back and just keeps drinking. And Mimi is explaining to the producer, stop the tape. Okay, the reason that I let him drink is because he won't eat anything. The only time he eats is when he's drinking. And the only thing he eats, even when he's drinking, is like a piece of dumpling, one tangerine, a slice of like meat. That's it. That's all he'll eat all day. It's like the drink is his main dish. It's his soju. If he's not drinking, he won't eat anything. And so I feel like if I deprive him of drinking, then he's gonna die because he's not gonna eat. So I'm really stressed out today. The producers are looking at him like, you can't do that. You can't do that. Like, this is very serious. This is your life on the line right now. So Mimi is trying to excuse herself. The only reason that I buy boxes upon boxes upon boxes upon boxes upon boxes upon boxes of soju is because I'm just trying to get him to eat. And they're all kind of looking at her like, But we're not going to go there
are
yet.
we saying like she doesn't see the true issue here? She doesn't think drinking is that big of an issue, or?
No, it's like he clearly doesn't see the issue, right? Which a lot of people that are struggling with certain addictions don't see the issue. But it's the fact that she complains about it nonstop. Not that complaining is bad. I don't think she should be complaining. I think she should be assisting him. But it's the fact that she's enabling him, but then giving herself a holier than thou excuse. If you actually cared about your husband, you would not do that.
Right.
So the producers are kind of like, I don't know. We're going to hold off our judgment until the husband's tapes, but it's just a little bit odd. Like it's an inkling of a little bit of doubt has been sowed in the producer's mind. Because when she walked up in here so full of confidence, it felt like maybe the husband is just in the wrong. And maybe he's the type to be like, she just keeps nagging me and she's just so annoying. That's the vibe the producers get. And she's trying to explain to them, it's been very hard to me mentally. You know, after my father passed away, I developed depression, panic disorder. So I take about like 20 pills a day. To recover from all of this, I need peace of mind and less stress. But because my husband drinks, I'm under more stress, which made me increase my medication. And it's just my anxiety is getting worse. I've talked to my husband about divorce several times. I even have the divorce papers ready to be filed at all times. I mean, I fight with him. I wake up, but then I feel sorry for him. Like if I abandon him, where else is he going to turn? He will be ruined. Like, I think he's going to die at this rate. That's why we applied for this divorce camp, to save my husband's life. It's not even about me. It's not even about divorce. It's truly because I need to save his life and I need help with that. And so they're asking, so you still feel feelings for your husband? I mean, I guess it is strange that heaven has arranged for a wife like you to take care of a husband like him. The producers, they're crazy. They're messy for this, but they even point out, hey, you know this producer who looks super fit and handsome because he's like a celebrity, and you are the same age. They're like pointing at Bobo and one of the producers. They're like, Bobo the husband, you and this producer, he's like a talk show host, celebrity. You guys are the same age. Can you believe that?
But they look so vastly different.
Yeah, they're like, you look 80. He looks fit. He looks handsome. He looks like he maybe has a few cc's of Botox. But that's okay. That's besides the point.
Yeah.
You look messed up, buddy. They literally are telling them that to his face. They're like, you look 70. That's crazy. You look like look at the way you walk. You walk like you're 80. And I'm like, whoa, what's happening right now? The producers even ask one of the former couples that were just in their spot like 2 days ago. And they say, hey, Mrs. Lee, like, what about you? What would you do if your husband was like this? And Mrs. Lee says, you know, I think I would just look at him and say, I'm going to get more life insurance on you. You can die, but I'm going to get paid. And everyone is just like, okay, so they still have more work to do. Moving on. Let's not ask that one more questions, because that's going to show that our divorce camp is not going well. Okay. So back to the tapes we go. And it's just more clips of the husband drinking. And that's pretty much the end of the tape. And she just says, that's it. I'm here. We're planning a divorce, but also maybe a funeral because he's going to drink himself to death. And now it's the husband's rebuttal. It's his time to speak. And there's almost someone on his side. So at this point, it's not like they have attorneys. It's not like they have someone rooting for them. But this one producer stands up and he says, can I just make a confession? For the first time ever, this man is like known for being like a relationship counselor. He's known for having a really wholesome marriage with his wife. He's like known for loving his wife. That's like the vibe. And like, please, I'll be watching this one. Okay? Because these Korean Churchill bus, okay? So then he was saying, this was the first time in my entire life that I have ever snapped at my wife. And they're like, what? And he says, you know, can I just say something? Mimi does some shit that I hate more than anything in this world.
Wait, this?
Yeah, this random producer is telling Mimi this. And so Mimi is like smiling, like, what? I can't think of a single problem with me. And he's explaining, that's the problem. You have such a crazy problem. This is a problem that I absolutely cannot stand. I was watching and reviewing the footage from both your side and your husband's side. And when I was watching your husband's footage of his evidence against you, I had to stop the clip multiple times to take a break. My wife kept asking me, like, are you okay? Why do you keep needing fresh air? And for the first time in our entire marriage, I snapped and I said, can you just please leave me alone for a second, please? What? I really did. And this made me question, how could I be angry at my wife? But this was the most frustrating thing that I've ever seen in the history of my life.
Oh.
He's like a celebrity, okay? And Mimi says, I've been such a huge fan of you for like 20 years. What do you mean? And she's like, hee. She thinks nothing is wrong. And then another one of the producers is like, yeah, she was telling me outside that she's like, I love Taeyeon. He's so handsome, haha. Yeah, I even pay to watch his dramas that he's in. I'd pay money to watch those dramas. What did I do? What could I have possibly done?
So he's just giving like a little preview for what's about to come.
Yes.
Like plot twist, y'all.
Yes.
Get ready.
Yes. And like it does seem like he has a very healthy relationship with his wife. Like apparently they've been married for a really long time and like industry insiders are like, oh yeah, they're actually pretty cute. Yeah.
Okay.
So the fact that he was like, can you just be quiet for a second and like leave me alone for a second? People are saying this is crazy. What could possibly make him talk to his wife like that? So they said, roll the tapes. But also the fact that Mimi cannot even guess her problem is also alarming.
Okay.
Husband's evidence video. We start at 7:30 in the morning. Okay, the two couple, they wake up, Mimi and Bobo wake up, and they decide that they're going to the market together. And they're out at the market, and the whole house is empty. The lights are off in the living room. 10 minutes later, a side door opens out of nowhere. And the producers are like, ooh, this is feeling like a thriller. It's feeling like a mystery novel instead of what the fuck is going on, right? And then a woman appears with long hair, wearing pajamas. And then another man sneaks out, plops onto the couch on his stomach. He's got long hair about shoulder length. And it looks like, what's going on? They don't really look like tenants. They look like cockroaches just like crawling out of the woodworks.
Like Parasite.
Yes.
Like they just climb out of the basement and then start acting like they own the house.
And then they're ready to cook some dinner and stuff.
Wait, so this guy, I'm assuming is the son, was not in mom's clip at all?
No, not at all.
Wow.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay.
Mm-hmm. And then they cut the scene. So they go back inside to their little rooms and then it cuts. The next night, same thing happens. Door opens, little parasites crawl out. But this time Mimi is sleeping on the living room mattress and she gets up and she goes, 우리 아들? My son? And I had this whole thing. Okay, we were at the dinner table the other day and we were coming up with theories and we said specifically for Koreans, okay, I don't know about anybody else, okay? But this is my advice to anybody who is dating a Korean boy. If your boyfriend's mother calls your boyfriend 10 times, they're like, hey, name, or hey, you, hey, bitch, hey, whatever the right?
Crazy.
And like whatever, they are addressing them by some sort of name or nickname 10 times. Count how many times they say 우리 아들, which is my son. If that is the majority of the time, you fucking run. I'm telling you, there's
so like what's a ratio that, you know, like more than 5 times? Like
I think
more than 50%?
Truly keep it under 1.
Keep it under 1?
Like, okay, it's another thing, obviously. Come on, don't be doing this with me. Don't be playing in the comments. Like, if they're saying like, oh, my son does this, and they're talking to somebody else. But when they address their son, and they go, 우리 아들 밥 먹었어? Which is,
okay, translate to English.
my son, did you eat? But like, 우리 아들, there's something so annoying about it, okay? If they're talking to somebody else, it's fine. Like, oh, my son does this, or like, my son didn't eat today. That's fine. That's obviously the grammar that you use. But when they address their own son with 우리 아들, unless it's followed up by something stupid and sarcastic, no. Like, my parents will refer to me as 우리 딸, right? And they'll say like, our daughter is so smart, and they only say this when I'm doing something fucking dumb. Okay, so it's like very sarcastic. It's not meant to be taken as like, my daughter, right?
So be aware
Yes.
of mama's boy.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. That's it. And she goes, 우리 아들, 뭐해? What are you doing?
So her whole tone shifted from the way that she talks to her husband, right?
I don't even know who this Mimi is. It's like a different person.
No.
I've been watching her for the past 30 minutes. I don't know who this lady is. This is a new lady to me. Yeah, and Bobo's sitting there. He's telling the producers. At first, I didn't even know she had a kid, okay?
Wait.
Yeah.
What do you mean? How long?
We were dating for a while. And then later she was like, by the way, I have a kid. But I was already in love with her. So I ended up living with her. And then he moved in. And then Mimi's explaining, my son used to live by himself in Seoul. You know, he was working part-time. But during Lunar New Year, he came to celebrate. And the next day, my husband was hospitalized. He almost died in the hospital. Fucking dumbass. And my son started living with us because he wanted to take care of me. And I was just having such a hard time. So my son, yeah. And your son is 30, right? 30? They interviewed the son. The son has...
Wait, the son was there?
Yeah, the son's face is not blurred. He's in the interview tapes. He has shoulder-length hair. And he's got the face of 우리 아들. Got the face of it.
What?
I'm so sorry. And like, I love Korean men. Some of the men that I love the most in my life, my father, my brother-in-law, my cousins, like they're Korean men, right? But if they do some 우리 아들 shit, I be telling them, you're acting like 우리 아들 right now. Like you're acting crazy right now and I need you to get a grip. You're 60. You're 60 years old. Okay, so...
Stephanie's talking about her father.
Yeah, I am. Okay. I'm like, my dad is acting like 우리 아들 right now.
Oh, that's acting like my son right now.
Yeah, okay. So he explains, I'm 31 and I am Mimi's son and I live with Mimi. And now everyone's looking at the celebrity that said he snapped at his wife. And then he's like, no, let me explain. I'm not upset. Like, this is not making me upset because she married someone else and then brought her son from a previous marriage. Like, that's not why I'm upset. Just keep watching the tapes. So then Bobo's sitting in front of the camera and he's explaining. Then her son brought some weird-ass girl into the house.
Weird-ass girl?
Weird-ass girl. She's fucking weird.
That's crazy.
And then she has a blurred face and she says, hi, I am the son's girlfriend and I'm 33 years old. My name is Beep. Yeah. Okay, so the girlfriend is 2 years older than the son and they both live with you, right? Is that what's going on? And the son is also in the camera and says, so my mom just told me, come live with your girlfriend, like your girlfriend too. And my girlfriend said I'd like that, so we agreed. Okay, this is a little weird, but still, it's not the biggest thing in the world. Keep rolling the tapes. The son says, it was actually perfect timing because it was also when I was quitting my job, so it just kind of worked out. And the girlfriend says, rather than us spending money on rent and other expenses, you just wanted to prepare for our future. So now we just save money. But do you guys work? No.
Huh? Then you're not saving money.
Yeah.
There's no income to be saved.
Yeah. So then the producers are like, okay.
Oh, so the girl doesn't work either.
No. So the producers are like, okay, I think I get it now. Like why Bobo might be upset when Mimi's full-grown son and the random ass girlfriend are living and mooching off of Mimi, right? But then also Bobo's not working. What's your explanation for that? Bobo explains in the most eloquent way possible, and I think we should all start using this right now. He says, I'm not exactly economically active right now.
What does that mean?
Economically active, aka unemployed.
Okay.
Economically active is the craziest shit I've ever heard. It's better than in between opportunities. This is truly the best shit I've ever heard. It's like the fanciest way of saying I am unemployed.
So what do you do for a living?
I'm not particularly economically active right now. However, I am morally, emotionally, and mentally very active and fit.
Okay.
Which honestly sounds like the dream life. That should honestly be how life is, right? But Mimi is interviewed and the producers are asking, okay, well, what about you? So Husband's not working. He's not economically active. Son's not working. Son's girlfriend is saving money by not working. What are you doing? I've never worked a day in my life before. Okay, what's happening? So nobody's working inside this house? There are 4 people living inside of this house and none of them work? Is that what I'm getting at? And Mimi explains, yeah, so right now we're just kind of living off of the inheritance that I got from my dad's passing. And how much inheritance did you receive? Did you receive a lot? Like, are you the next billionaire? Are you the next Tibar? Like, what's going on? So we received about 200 million won.
Damn.
$138,000, which is a lot of money. Don't get me wrong. But 4 people, and now the year is 2025. Maybe it was filmed in 2024. He passed away 2019, so many years have passed.
Ooh.
So how much is left now? Oh, it's pretty much gone. We've spent almost all of it.
Whoa.
Okay, so that's still a lot of money, and I'm sure your dad left that for you to be comfortable, but because you had 4 people unemployed and living on it, it just dwindled down, right? I mean, this is like the movie, the producer is saying, this is kind of like the movie. And then he stops talking because he feels uncomfortable. And Mimi smiles and says, Parasite. And he says, you know what? I was kind of hesitant to say the movie title, but now that you said it yourself, yeah, it's exactly like the movie Parasite. Like your little son and girlfriend crawl out in the middle of the night to get food and do all these things. You don't think that is Parasite? Anyway, roll the tape. So Mimi wakes up from the mattress. 우리 아들 배고파? 우리 아들 뭐 찾아?
What time is it right now? Like, is it morning,
Like 3
midnight?
in the morning, 4 in the morning.
So the mom is sleeping in the middle of the night and the kids are just waking up, or they're just like having a midnight
They're
snack?
just waking up.
Oh, they wake up at 3 a.m.?
Well, they wake up. Okay, so they stay up all night and sleep during the day. So maybe this is like lunchtime for them. And so she's like, oh, should I make you something later? And the son's girlfriend looks at her, the son's girlfriend, and says, 엄마, can you make us some spicy stir-fried octopus?
Excuse me?
Spicy stir-fried octopus? Okay, I'll make it. 엄마, are you gonna make sundubu again? Which is like soft tofu soup. Oh, 그래, I'll make you sundubu. But this time, can you make a lot more soup? Like last time, I barely had enough broth. Okay, 알았어.
Are they
And
talking in that tone, really?
Yeah, and then they walk back into the room and close the door. And the producers are sitting in divorce court, just fucking baffled. They don't even know what this means anymore. What kind of sons? Could you imagine me talking to your mother like that? Be like, next time you cook for me, get me more soup, because that was crazy. Last time I didn't have enough soup. That's crazy.
Yeah.
You know what my mom does? This is honestly, I gotta learn from my mom. I don't know why I'm on a side tangent right now, but the other day, his parents brought over these dough-filled, like black sesame dough-filled stuff, right? And my mom takes a bite, and they're so good. I know my mom. My mom's obsessed with food. She loves eating, and she's looking like she wants to eat this every day for the next 2 weeks. And she just looks at me, and she says, this is so delicious. How come it's my first time in this life trying this? AKA translate that to his parents so they bring this more often. This is the shit I like. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
But it was smooth.
No,
It was smooth.
Oma's EQ was so high.
Yeah.
It was like the most hilarious, eloquent compliment. It was so good.
That was also like, I would
think
like
she
to
say
eat
something like, how come this is the first time in my life trying such a delicacy, or
Yes!
something like that. It was like, what are you saying right now? It's just deep fried, like tangyuan, like sugar balls. Like, like what?
And then ever since then, every time they come over, they bring the sugar
Yeah,
balls for my mom.
yeah.
And it's the cutest thing ever. But this is some crazy shit. She's like, last time wasn't enough broth. And like, this time I want this. And like, are you gonna make this again this time? It was crazy. The producers have to stop this. I know in a lot of maybe American culture, this is seen as very direct. But in Korean culture, this is kind of seen as like, if you were to see a cow with 5 heads coming out of its butthole.
Yeah.
Like, this is insane. You do not talk to your mother-in-law like that. It's just kind of wild. I don't even talk to my own mother like that.
Yeah.
Like, I would really have to be on some shit to talk to my mom like that. And so Mimi is explaining, my son often sleeps during the day and wakes up at night because of his really intense gaming schedule.
Schedule?
So the producers are like, okay, I guess we're not even going to talk about the girlfriend right now. But what do you mean gaming schedule? Roll the tape. They got a CCTV camera in the son's room.
No way.
He's playing the gaming. Clicking the mouse, clicking the keyboard.
Is the girlfriend playing too?
No, the girlfriend is giving him shoulder massage.
No.
Applying chapstick on his lip.
No.
He can't even apply.
You're fucking kidding me. Wait, the girlfriend doesn't play games?
No.
What?
She just takes care of him.
Oh, that is crazy.
I thought the girlfriend was going to be a gamer too.
Yeah.
When it's two gamer couples, I can get it. I can get with it. I can also get with it if like... I don't know. I've never dated a gamer before. Like, we game sometimes, mobile games, but it's always like together.
Yeah.
Like, we'll be gaming together. I don't know. I've never dated a gamer, so I don't know what like the criteria of like when they should be gaming, when they shouldn't be gaming. But like, I would never be applying chapstick on a gamer. That's crazy. Like, you gotta be, I don't know, you gotta be like a faker level shit. You gotta be bringing in millions of dollars for someone to sit there and apply chapstick.
Like,
Yeah, that's crazy, no? Is that not insane?
Yeah.
So sometimes they don't wake up until like 6 p.m. And Mimi, instead of getting upset at her 31-year-old unemployed gamer son, she's over here. Is our son hungry? 우리 아들 배고파? Is he gonna eat later? I only feel calm and at ease. My heart is only at ease when my son is eating. He doesn't eat all day. I get so anxious, and then I prepare what my son is gonna eat in the evening, but I don't know if he's gonna eat. Sometimes he doesn't want to eat. And the producers are looking at him like, what the fuck is going on right now? This is absolutely insane. She's waking up from her sleep. There's another clip that's in the husband's video, evidence video. In her sleep, she's talking, 우리 아들 밥 먹었어?
No.
She's asking, my son, did you eat?
In her dreams?
Yeah.
아 그래? 우리 빛났어. 먹어요.
In her dream.
Wild.
In her dream. Her
Oh my
love for her son is so incredible. Bobo is sitting there in his confessional and he says, all I hear all fucking day is, our son, did you eat? Our son, aren't you hungry? Our son. I can't do it anymore. Okay, I can't do it. And so the producers are saying, okay, from Bobo's perspective, I can see how he's upset. It's never about, hey, husband, are you hungry? It's always, 우리 son, our son. The husband walks out of the room and he sees spicy fried octopus prepared because that's what the couple asked for, right? He grabs himself a plate. Oh dear, you cut the octopus so small. 그럼 먹지 마! That means don't eat it! Whoa. I mean, agreed. Like, don't be critiquing someone else's cooking if you're not the one cooking, right? But it's the fact that she just snaps on him. He did say it a little nicely, but again, still, don't be saying it. Just eat it, right? He squats down on the floor on a cushion and he starts eating. And the people, the producers are like, why do you have to eat so pitifully? Because, like, the posture in which he's eating is equivalent to him sitting on a toilet. Like, can you not sit differently? Can you not sit crisscross applesauce on the floor? Like, why? He starts taking a few bites. Oh, it's so bland. It's not bland. It's actually kind of salty. Okay, I was just saying, I think our taste buds are a little bit different. I mean, but regardless, you didn't make it for me to eat, did you? Of course not. Why would I make it for you to eat? It's fine. I'll just add a little bit of salt and pepper and heat it up. It's fine. Not a big deal. Then he goes back to his room and continues drinking. Mimi gets up, fixes her hair, walks into the son's room. He's gaming. 우리 아들, my son, should I steam some dumplings for you? Do you want some dumplings? You want some steamed dumplings? He barely responds yes. She leaves the room to steam dumplings and he starts, he's got a demonic laugh. He's laughing with his gamer friends. It's kind of crazy. Yeah, and the fact that like she's watching this in divorce court, they're playing the clip on like a projector and she's smiling. She's like squealing at delight at even just the sight of her son.
This is wild.
Yeah, and the producers are looking at her like, you know, it's crazy. One of them is a mother and she says, if that were me, I would be smacking my son on the back of the head. Like, I don't know how you go in there and it's like, do you want some dumplings? You want some dumplings? Okay, tell me if you want some dumplings.
My cutie patootie.
Oh, my cutie patootie. You want some dumplings? That's crazy. That's crazy. Stop. Stop. Are you laughing because why I'm laughing?
I think so.
Because sometimes he does talk to me like that.
Oh, really? Oh, no,
you're always
no.
like, my cutie patootie.
No.
Okay. So this 31-year-old does nothing but play games. And she brings the dumplings and she goes, 뜨거워, it's hot. Be careful, it's hot. And then she leaves the room. And then she comes back in. Wait, did you buy cigarettes? She's talking to the son's girlfriend. Did you buy cigarettes? Do you have cigarettes? And now the producers are throwing their hands in the air. Does a mother have to buy cigarettes for her unemployed child as well? Like, you got to prepare the food. You got to provide the housing. You got to pay for everything. And you have to go run errands and buy cigarettes. Like, imagine a unemployed 31-year-old and the mom comes into the room. Do you need more vapes? Do you need another e-cig? Like, what do you need? What flavor?